The following broadcast is a presentation of the ND Sports Channel.
Kobe Johnson, serve up and over. Fix sets it up. Bailey Nelson puts it down for point 22. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit high in the left center field, and that is gone! It's a 3-run home run for Anagon, and that increases the lead to 16-2. It'll be Ethan Olson taking the kick. And he'll put it right on goal and right into the goal! Ethan Olson on a free kick from intercepted by Sorensen. Now Sorensen still with the puck, tries the centering pass, bounces back onto her own stick. Now it got deflected and it goes in! And I believe Sorensen might get credit for that as it bounced off a skate or a stick on its way to the goal. Kaylee Jackson, three-pointer up, and no, that one won't go in. Tana Lick pulls down the deep offensive board. She'll put up a three. That one's in, and we're tied. All right, welcome. We're at the Hillsboro Event Center here in Hillsboro, North Dakota, here on the ND Sports Channel. Mike Mason hanging out with you here from the balcony at just a couple feet to the right side of center court, pretty much where the camera is at. Your view on the camera is pretty much my view, so it's probably the best seat in the house, I guess you could say. We're getting ready for this Class B Region 2 matchup between two teams that, prior to their most recent game, were undefeated. Both these teams come in on a one-game losing streak. We'll tell you more about that here in a little bit. But, well, matter of fact, let's just get into the team stats side by side. We got the Larimore Polar Bears, 6-1 overall, 2-0 against Region 2 opponents, 1-0 at home, 2-0 on the road, 3-1 on neutral courts. Had a lot of holiday tournaments, matter of fact, 4 games to be exact. Team comes in with a one loss in a row. They've scored 420, which is an average of about 60 points per game. They've allowed 398, which is an average of 57 points per game. For the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, they are 5-1 on the year, and they are 2-1 against Region 2 opponents, and they're 2-1 when playing here at home, undefeated on the road at 3-0. And then no neutral court games for the Burros as of this point in the season. They have 1 loss in a row as well coming into this one. Scored 350, which is an average of about 58 points per game. And they've only allowed 266, which is an average of about 44 points per game. So if those last 2 columns with points scored for Larimore and points allowed for Hillsboro tell you anything about this one, is that it's either going to be an offensive explosion for Larimore, or it'll be a low-scoring game thanks to the defense of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. So this one could go either way, but we'll have to wait for the opening tip-off to see how that develops further. We're about 5.5 minutes away, so let's go ahead and take a look at what these two teams have done so far this year. For the Polar Bears, they opened up the season with a 54-40 win over Drayton Valley Edinburgh, and then a 69-59 win over Midway Minto Mustangs. 74-63 over Warwick, and then a 59-44 win over the Jaguars out of Northern Cass. 55-45 win over the North Star. Bearcats, that's the word I was looking for. And then their most recent loss kind of got punched in the gut there by 4 wins Minnewaca. 94-48 was the final in that one. That was their only loss of the year so far. For Hillsboro Central Valley, they started the season here with a 59-44 win over the Kindred Vikings, followed that one up with a nice 63-30 victory over Hatton Northwood Thunder, and then a 70-47 win over Mayport CG, followed by a 65-46 win over Oak Grove, a 1-point win over the Richland Colts, 57-56, and then their only loss to the currently undefeated Thompson Tommies just a few days ago by the score of 43-36. We will take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll continue our pregame show, which will include starting lineups and all that good stuff. That's all coming up here next on your pregame show. It's the Larimore Polar Bears on the road against the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. More of your pregame show is next here on the ND Sports Channel. Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel. Sports Channel is a proud supporter and broadcast partner with North Dakota Softball All-Stars. The games and skills competition for the 3rd annual Shields ND Softball All-Stars Series are scheduled for June 3rd and 4th, 2019, and it'll all be live on the ND Sports Channel. Let's team up and help ND Softball All-Stars make the program the best it can be for the final high school softball game for the top seniors in the state of North Dakota. Send your donations to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109, or you can also donate on the ND Softball All-Stars Facebook page. For more information on ND Softball All-Stars, check out the website ndsoftballallstars.com. Let's team up to support a great program for a great sport in the great state of North Dakota.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
In our first year on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you 282 games, and 247 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 247 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage had it not been for our sponsors supporting high school sports on the ND Sports Channel. If you are interested in joining our varsity sponsor team, please contact us by email or by phone. Our email is ndsportschannel@gmail.com, and our phone number is 404-9072. With your support, we can do even more high school sports in the future. Plus, you'll be putting your products and business in front of an average of 222 viewers and listeners per game. Let's team up. All right, welcome back. We're at Hillsboro Event Center here in Hillsboro, North Dakota, on the ND Sports Channel. Mike Mason with you. Janice on camera. Always does a fantastic job for us here, our go-to camera person. And, we might come here and do more games more often. If you are ever curious about who has the cheapest concession stands in the state of North Dakota for high school basketball games, I would not be a bit surprised if Hillsboro Central Valley is number one on that list. They got a pizza, a popcorn, and a drink for $5. And the other place that cost me closer to 10, so almost like a 40% discount here on concessions for all your favorite snacks here at the Hillsboro Event Center in Hillsboro, North Dakota. Hey, we're going to be back Thursday with another basketball game. We'll flip over to the Class A side. We'll see the Fargo North Spartans at home in the Spartan Dome at Fargo North High School hosting the Wahpeton Huskies, and that'll be a 7:30 p.m. tip-off boys basketball game. But for now, it's Hillsboro Central Valley and Larimore. We'll turn it over to our PA announcer for the opening announcements here.
And your home team, the Hillsboro Central Valley Girls. This game is being played according to the rules of the North Dakota High School Activity Association. Players and coaches are asked to be positive role models on the floor. Spectators are asked to cheer for your team and not against the opponent. Officials for tonight's game are Brad Eisenreich, Tom Bergen, and Dana Cutter. These individuals are registered by the North Dakota High School Activity Association. Their experience and integrity qualify them to administer the rules of the game. Please remember to treat them with respect. Now let's meet the starting lineup. First, all
right, here's your starting lineups.
The Larimore Polar Bears. Starting at guard, 5'11" junior, number 10, Jacob Kim. Starting at another guard, 6'1" sophomore, number 20, Ryan Slatton. And another guard, 5'9" senior, number 24, Ethan Moore. And a forward, a 6'1" senior, number 40, Logan Wakefield. Polar Bears are coached by Jennifer Collison and assisted by Brady Cofer. Now for your home team, the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. Starting at forward, 6'3" senior, number 0, Jacob Hyman. At guard, a 6'5" junior, number 1, Patrick Lemke. At another guard, a 6'2" junior, number 3, Karsten Henningsgaard. At forward, a 6' senior, number 24, Travis Golden. And at guard, a 6'1" junior, number 40, Landon Reed. Girls are coached by Elliot Butko, assisted by Jeremy Grant and Chris Eckert. Now, would you all please stand if you are able?
All right, so there's your starting lineups, and we will break now for the national anthem. Be back with your opening tip in just a few moments here on the ND Sports Channel.
And honor the flag and national anthem of our country.
NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter. Search at ND Scores to get the same scores on your mobile device every night.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo. All right, welcome back. Your starting lineups one more time for you. You got the 6'3" senior guard, Jacob Heinitz. Patrick Lemke, a 6'5" junior. Carson Henningsgaard, who made the game-winning shot in last year's state championship game, the 6'2" junior. Along Travis Doden and Landon Reed for the pair of Polar Bears. It's Jacob Schmidt, Ryan Sledden. And there's a three to open up the game. Patrick Lemke getting the triple there. Let's go to our live camera now. Inbounds pass will make its way into Luke Trupa, one of the taller guys. Matter of fact, the tallest guy. He's kind of built like a football linebacker. If you wear number 52 out there in the black for the Larimore Polar Bears, in their black jerseys with white numbers outlined in orange trim for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, going from left to right, as you see it on your screen there, in their white jerseys with blue numbers and blue lettering outlined in white with a blue stripe down the side. So we'll have an inbounds pass from the near sideline here. And that will be triggered by the 1.5-inch sophomore guard, Ryan Sledden. Or at least we thought it was going to be a sideline pass. Now it's going to be a baseline pass, inbounds pass off underneath their own hoop. That will come into Tupa. They'll work it up top there for Jacob Schemp, a 5'11 junior. Shot inside there, rebound pulled down by Carson Henningsgaard all the way. Limpke puts it up and in. And it's 5-0 in favor of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. Quickly the other way now come the Polar Bears. They'll work it in a near wing, bounce pass down low, goes out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover for the Polar Bears, and ball will go back to the Burros, who have a 5-0 lead. Henningsgaard being guarded in the backcourt there by the 5'9.5" senior guard, Ethan Moore, number 24, and that shot's up and in. Patrick Limpke 7, the Larimore Polar Bears nothing right now here with 6:53 and counting to go in the first quarter of play. Top of the key for the Polar Bears, picking up the dribble, nearly traveling there, but he was able to maintain his balance on his pivot foot there. Now they'll bounce it into Lupa on the high post, Tupa, excuse me. I got the first letter of his first name, Luke, put it in the wrong spot there. Some quick passes inside, got tipped away and last touch by Henningsgaard. It'll be an baseline inbounds pass here for the Polar Bears, trailing 7-0, 6:29 to go here in the first quarter of play. Inbounds pass comes into Logan Wakefield. Wakefield gives it to Tupa. Tupa with the baseline jumper, and the Polar Bears are on the board. 6'5.5" senior power forward. And if you're wondering, Mike, how do you know that they're a half or a quarter inch? Well, the easy answer to that is that's what the athletic director sent me, and that's what was on there. And I have to admit, I've done 340 games on the ND Sports Channel, over 500 in my career, and this is game 1 of having a roster with that kind of height detail on it. Nice pass and a nice block off the backboard. That was Landon Reed. And now back the other way. Up at the top, it's Limpke. Limpke picks up his dribble, looking for Henningsgaard, flips it around into Heinitz. Heinitz, near corner, catch and shoot. 3, Landon Reed, it's up and in. 10-2 in favor of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. .5:25 to go. Loose ball picked up there by Wakefield. Now back the other way with the steal and one. It's Henningsgaard putting it in. 12-2, and Henningsgaard will go to the free throw line to try and get one more on the board. So the lead is 10. Henningsgaard with the first free throw of the game, in and out, won't go. 5:17 and counting to go here in the first quarter of play. Polar Bears with the basketball. They'll work it up over into the far wing there. That's Ethan Moore into the lineup for the Polar Bears. Bounce pass there, handoff to Sletton. Sletton picks up his dribble, looks for Tupa. Tupa puts it back out. Catch and shoot. 3 is up a little too hard off the back rim there, out of the hands of the 5'11 junior Jacob Schemp. There's a 3, I believe that's Henningsgaard, and it is! Henningsgaard with 5 points on the triple, and the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros come out firing on all cylinders. 15-2, quick start. Timeout on the floor, 4:42 to go here in the first quarter of play. We'll take a timeout with them back in a second.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, welcome back. 4:42 to go here in the first quarter of play. And, well, it's been the Patrick Limpke and Carson Henningsgaard show. They've scored all 15 of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burro points between those two players. Polar Bears with the ball right now. They look inside for Tupa. Tupa Trying to pivot around, he gets it in off the glass. Nice job there by Luke Tupa. Luke Tupa has all 4 of the Polar Bear points. Henningsgaard up top, looking in, top of the key there. That is Travis Doden. Doden gets it out to Limke, back over to Henningsgaard. Henningsgaard up top, tries to move into the lane, won't go. Down low, the pass is into Travis Doden, and he gets the bucket up and in. And it is 17-4 in favor of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, defending state champions 2 years in a row. Both off corner threes, one in the end of the 4th quarter against Four Winds Minnewacan, the other one in overtime against Minot Bishop Ryan. That one will drop in. It's a triple from Logan Wakefield. It's back to a 10-point game. Henningsgaard with a deep 3. He got it. 20-7, 3:33 and counting to go here, first quarter of play. A little behind the back dribble there by the 5'11 junior Jacob Schemp. Schemp swings it over far side into the hands of Ethan Moore. A couple passes later, inside traveling call is turnover number 3 here for the Larimore Polar Bears. Only 1 foul in this game. It's Logan Wakefield with the personal for the Polar Bears. That would send Carson Henningsgaard to the line, but the Burros, as a result, are 0 of 1. Oscar Benson, a 6'1 junior guard slash forward, checks into the lineup here for Hillsboro Central Valley. Henningsgaard has the ball right now. He'll back up near the timeline in between the circles, puts it into the hands of Limke. Limke looked over towards Benson, but instead put it into the hands of Doden. Doden quickly down low to Benson, and he got it in there. 22-7 in favor of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros with 2:55 to go here in the first quarter of play. They'll work the ball into the hands now of Jacob Schemp. Schemp being guarded by Benson. Schemp will pick up his dribble. Benson tipped that pass and it goes out of bounds. Last one to touch it is the referee, and that will give the ball back to the Polar Bears. 2:44 to go, 22-7. 4 timeouts remain for the Polar Bears. Nice move there by Jacob Schemp, dishing it off down low to Luke Tupa, who was right in front of the bucket. 22-9, 6 of those points scored by Luke Tupa. 3 is a little bit off the mark there. Rebound comes down into the hands of Ethan Moore, the 5'9.5" senior guard. Back the other way, traveling. Yep. That's 4 turnovers now for the Polar Bears. 22-9. Said 22-8 there for a moment. We apologize. It's been 22-9 since it was 22-7. That's Colton Anderson, number 31, into the lineup for the Burros. Driving into the lane there, it's Landon Reed. He won't get that one to go. Rebound comes down to the Polar Bears. Near wing there, that's Ryan Sledden. Sledden goes right, then goes left. Picks up his dribble, puts it into the hands of Ethan Moore. Back to Sledden. Catch and shoot 3, it's in. Quickly back the other way, counted and 1. Nice job there by the 6'1 junior Landon Reed. He will step up to the free throw line, and it's 24-12. The lead is doubled. Once again, don't forget, this game will be available for a 24/7 replay for any of you friends who can't watch the game live. Usually within an hour or 2 after the end of the game, but we always say 24 hours just to be on the safe side. Burros are now 0 of 2 from the free throw line. 1 miss by Henningsgaard, one miss by Landon Reed. And there's another turnover. Turnover number 5. Back the other way comes Patrick Limke off the glass, no good. Alley-oop rebound, and now another offensive rebound, and Henningsgaard can't get either one of those to go in. Benson with the long 2, a little short. Nice rebound underneath there by Landon Reed, and there will be contact, and Reed will go back to the free throw line to try and make up for the one he missed just a moment ago. 24-12, a minute 11 to go here in the first quarter of play. Landon Reed goes to the free throw line. That is the 3rd team foul on the Polar Bears. Ethan Moore, the most recent guilty party for Larimore. And there's the first make of the game from the charity stripe. Landon Reed will get the bucket. 25-12. Next free throw is up. That one will find its way in as well. 26-12, a minute 8 and counting to go here in the first quarter of play. Polar Bears with the ball, put it in the hand of Shemp. Shemp into the near corner there, that is Wakefield. Wakefield with a three, that one won't go. Tupa pulls down the rebound and there was contact. I believe it's a foul on Hillsboro Central Valley, and if it is, it's the first team foul of the game coming with 59 seconds to go. Colton Anderson, 6'5" senior, the guilty party there for the Burros. Inbounds pass comes to Shep here on the near wing. Shep looks inside for Tupa. Tupa backs in his defender, goes for that little baby hook there into the lane, and he'll draw contact. Won't get the bucket to go, but he will get a trip to the free throw line. It's the first one of the game here for the Larimore Polar Bears. Luke Tupa, 6 foot 5.5 inch senior power forward for the Polar Bears, looking to make the first free throw of the game for Larimore, and he does. Swish, nothing but net there. Tupo has 7 points now, 26-13. That free throw cuts the lead in half. 51.5 seconds to go. Second free throw's up and in. Buries that one, and 2 for 2. Nice job there, and now a substitution here. Coming in for the Burros is Travis Doden. Getting a breather is Colton Anderson. Travis Doden, number 24, 6 foot senior for the Burros. Benson with the ball right now. It's at the Doden high post jumper, a little short, but an offensive rebound. 3 Polar Bears surrounding him underneath, and now a loose ball. Henning's guard chasing after it along with Ethan Moore, and that'll be over the back. That was stolen away there by Henningsgaard. Nice look inside there for Landon Reed, and he can't get it. Offensive rebound, follow-up is good. 2 more for the Burros, 28-14. The lead is double once again. Shep with the ball. Up top now into the hands of Clava. That one's up and in. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. 28-16 on the bucket by Luke Tupa. 2-4, 6-8, 10 for Luke Tupa to lead the way for the Polar Bears. We'll take a break and come back with your second quarter of play after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, start of the second quarter, 28-16 is our score here after 1 in favor of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. Shemp with the ball off the inbounds pass to start the second quarter of play. Feeds it into the hands of Clava. Look in there for Tupa. Tupa will get it to drop in. He has 12 now, and the lead is 10. Henningsgaard here, high on the near side, will look for a screen, dribble up top of the key, feed it in there into the hands of Joseph Camroot, a 6'3" junior. Camroot gives it back into the hands of Heinitz. Heinitz will dribble to his left, spin move, come back, and that ball was poked away, but it ended up right in the hands of Connor Anarud. Catch and shoot 3. Bounces up the front of the rim, no good. Tupa pulls down the defensive board. Back the other way, it's a 10-point game with 7:07 to go here in the first half. They tried to feed it to Tupa, but a little bit too quick there. May have got tipped out on its way there, and as a result, it went out of bounds. And we'll go back to Hillsboro Central Valley, who only had 2 turnovers in that first half. And there's another 3. 31-18. Sletton with 6 points now, both of them in the form of 3-pointers, 31-21. Polar Bears hanging around. Both of these teams, 1 loss. 3 is up, a little too strong. Rebound comes down to the Burros. Henningsgaard will have it over the timeline. 6:25 to go. Henningsgaard backs up near wing, now top of the key to Heinitz. Heinitz looks into the near side corner here for Annerud. Oscar Benson catch and shoot long 2 won't go. Luke Tupa pulls down the defensive board for the Polar Bears. In the backcourt, he'll hand it off to the 5'9" senior, Jamie Kleiba. I know I'm not saying that right. I did talk to the coach and she told me and I forgot, and I'm sorry. You can text us 701-404-9072 if you have a phonetic spelling on how to say that. I am not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. Let's put it that way. 6:02 to go here in the second quarter. Inbounds pass comes into the hands of the aforementioned senior. Sletton. Now that's the 3 out of the hands there of Ethan Moore. It won't go. Rebound comes down to the hands of Limke. Limke scored the first 12 points of this game, I believe. Well, let's put it this way. He scored the first 12 of 14 points. Steal by Henningsgaard underneath, and Henningsgaard with that layup. Is in double digits now with 10. So you got Limke with 12, Henningsgaard with 10. Loose ball over the timeline, taken away, and then quickly up court. It's Heinitz, 1-on-1, lays it in off the glass. 35-21, 5:17 and counting to go here in the first half of play. They tried to feed it inside there to Tucker Salander, the 6'3" senior. He wasn't able to grab it. And now they look down low there. Henningsgaard was looking for Landon Reed. They'll come back out top to Heinitz. Now back into the hand of Henningsgaard. Henningsgaard bounce pass as Reed cuts into the lane, and there will be contact. And Reed will step up to the free throw line with 4:58 to go here in the second quarter of play. It's 35-21. And with that free throw, he is now 3 of 4, and it's 36-21. Second free throw, and he misses that one. He's made 3, he's missed 2. 3-pointer up, a little too strong, and that one will be chased out of bounds and put into the hands of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. All the way to the hoop, lays it in. That is Sam Preston. Hillsboro Central Valley will take a timeout, so will we. Back in a moment. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter, search @NDScores and get the same scores on your mobile device every night. All right, welcome back. A couple turnovers there, 38-21 as we come out of the break, and another turnover, and now a loose ball, and that'll be picked up there by Henningsgaard, and he makes a move towards the basket, can't get it to drop in. I'll stop the clock with 4:21 to go, 38-21 in favor of the Burros. 28-16 after a lightning quick start by Hillsboro Central Valley by Patrick Limke, assisted somewhat by Carson Henningsgaard. Limke with 12, Henningsgaard with 8 in the first quarter alone. Misses the second one. Travis Doden 1 for 2 with a total of 3 points now. Full court press here by the Burros. Tupa will get it over the timeline into the hands there of Sletton. Sletton over on the far wing to Schemp. Schemp now near wing. Oh, excuse me, that's Wakefield driving in. Misses it and quickly the other way in transition. Here come the Burros. Henningsgaard wide open for a deep three. He can't get that one to connect, but the tip in. The mid-air tip in by Sam Preston puts the Burros to 41. Tupa with the basketball right now for the Polar Bears. And that ball is stripped away, loose ball into the paint. Who's gonna come away with it? It'll be the Burros. Another turnover quickly down, and that will be a traveling call. That is turnover number 5 now for the Burros. Actually, number 6. So with that said, that is, if you're looking at scoring by turnovers, it's Larimore 7, Hillsboro Central Valley 6. Deep three, and that's out the front of the rim, won't go. Pulling down the rebound there was, I believe that's Preston. Preston driving into the lane, lost the ball, and that'll be another turnover here for Hillsboro Central Valley. Logan Wakefield will get credit for the steal. And now check that, Limke will get credit for the steal. He tried to get it to Sam Preston, but the ball would go out of bounds. 41-21. Sorry about the 40 there. They're trying to get that problem solved. If you've watched some of our games, you know what problem I'm referring to. That one's in off the glass. Check that, Logan Wakefield with 5 points now. And another 3, that one bounces, hits the top, and that'll be considered out of bounds. (41-23) with 2:42 to go here in the second quarter of play. Pressure in the backcourt once again here by Henningsgaard on Schemp. Schemp still in the backcourt, nearly traveled, but just barely got that ball down before that second foot came down. Wide open underneath, but the ball was tipped, and somehow it ends up in the hands of, that was Rex Ritterman, and that would circle around, and they would not be able to get that. Now the net's kind of stuck on itself. I'm sure that will fix itself here next time Tupa puts it through the basket here from the free throw line. 2:24 to go. Tupa at the free throw line, and he will not get that one to fall. That's his first miss. He's now 2 of 3 with 12 points so far in the contest. 41-23, second quarter of play. 2:24 to go here before halftime. And Tupa just needed the net to look normal, and he was able to put it in. 41-24. Nice feed from Henningsgaard down low, but can't get that one to go, and the rebound comes into the hands of Henningsgaard into the corner. Henningsgaard likes the corner, especially if it's in a state championship game. Ask him or his older brother. Corner 3 is up, and well, that corner wasn't too friendly there for Ethan Moore. And now back the other way into the corner. There is Travis Doden. Doden quick passes later. Henningsgaard with a 3. Front rim won't go. Rebound comes down to Ritterman. Ritterman will give it up in the backcourt there for Sletton. Sletton will bring it up over the timeline with 1:41 and counting to go. Sletton looks into the high post. It's tipped, and it's a 2-on-1 back the other way. And they cannot convert. Tupa pulls down the rebound, and the Polar Bears will have a chance to cut the deficit a little bit more. Corner trying to drive baseline, and that will be a foul on Patrick Limke.
kick it behind it back into the girls.
Pass comes into Tupa quickly in the hands of Sletton. Back now over into the corner. Driving baseline is Ritterman. Ritterman gives it up to Tupa. Tupa tries to put it in off the glass. That one will not go. And with 1:13 to go here before halftime, it's the Burros with the ball once again and a comfortable lead. Henningsgaard in the corner, pulls up into the near wing, now feeds it up into the air, into the hands of Preston. Down to the corner, the three is up, in and out, won't go, and the rebound underneath. Nice. Preston. Nearly a mid-air tip in there. 43-24, 45 seconds to go. Tupa trying to get through a bunch of defenders, and there's just a little bit too much pressure there. Couldn't get a good look at the basket to get that one to fall. Now Henningsgaard tries to come back, has the ball poked away and back the other way. It's a 3-on-2. Waits for the defenders to go up in the air, and then he puts the bucket in, and Ethan Moore has his first bucket of the night, 43-26. 20 seconds to go. Henningsgaard up top, now to Heinitz. Heinitz will just dribble this one out here. No shot clock, so they can take the final shot if they want. High post, now they look down low. One dribble, Reed up and in. Reed with 9 points. 45-26, and the shot at the buzzer falls about 1.5 feet short of the basket. And that brings us to halftime. And we'll take a break and be right back after we add up some numbers here. Should say halftime. I'm not sure why it says intermission there, but we'll get that fixed here in a moment on the ND Sports Channel. Quality Home Restorations is Fargo-Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
The ND Sports Channel is a proud supporter and broadcast partner with North Dakota Softball All-Stars. The games and skills competition for the 3rd annual Shields ND Softball All-Stars Series are scheduled for June 3rd and 4th, 2019, and it'll all be live on the ND Sports Channel. Let's team up and help ND Softball All-Stars make the program the best it can be for the final high school softball game for the top seniors in the state of North Dakota. Send your donations to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109, or you can also donate on the ND Softball All-Stars Facebook page. For more information on ND Softball All-Stars, check out the website ndsoftballallstars.com. Let's team up to support a great program for a great sport in the great state of North Dakota. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter. Search @NDScores and get the same scores on your mobile device every night. In our first year on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you 282 games, and 247 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 247 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage had it not been for our sponsors supporting high school sports on the ND Sports Channel. If you are interested in joining our varsity sponsor team, please contact us by email or by phone. Our email is ndsportschannel@gmail.com, and our phone number is 404-9072. With your support, we can do even more high school sports in the future. Plus, you'll be putting your products and business in front of an average of 222 viewers and listeners per game. Let's team up. All right, welcome back here. We're at halftime here with the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros leading the Larimore Polar Bears by the score of 45-26. It was 28-16 at the end of the first quarter. The Burros would outscore the Polar Bears 17-10 in that second quarter of play to bring us to our halftime score of 45-26. 7 turnovers for the Burros in the first half to 9 for the Polar Bears in that first half of play. Rebounds were pretty high for both teams, but only the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros doing a majority of the capitalization on those rebounds. 27-25 in favor of the Burros on rebounds. For those 27 rebounds, 12 offensive and 15 defensive. And, well, of those 12 offensive boards, about 6 of them were mid-air tip-ins for points. So I think if, you can count that as a rebound if you want. I do anyway. And then for the Larimore Polar Bears, of those 25 rebounds, 9 of them on the offensive board, 16 on the defensive board. But all those rebounds resulted in, for the most part, were a lot of tip balls and a lot of turnovers. A few points off them, but not too many. In the first quarter of play, Larimore was 100%, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, while Hillsboro Central Valley was only 50%, 2 of 4 in the first quarter. In the second quarter of play, Hillsboro Central Valley was 2 of 4. And in the second quarter of play, Larimore was 1 of 2. So overall, the Polar Bears, 3 of 4, 75% from the free throw line in the first half of play. Hillsboro Central Valley, 4 of 8 or 50%. In the first half of play, I had the Burros down for 5 fouls, as I did for the Polar Bears in that first half of play. Leading the way right now for Hillsboro Central Valley, Patrick Limke, the 6'5 junior guard / forward, has 12 points, scored all 12 of them in the first quarter of play, scored all 12 of those probably in the first couple minutes of the first quarter of play. That was a lightning quick start here for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. Other scores include Carson Henningsgaard with 10, scored 8 of those 10 in the first quarter. And then you have 9 for Landon Reed, who got 6 of those 9 in the first quarter. Next up is Sam Preston with 6, all 6 coming in the second quarter of play. And then you have Jacob Heinitz with 5, including a triple in the first and a deuce in the second. And then 3 for Travis Doden, a bucket in the first and 1 for 2 from the free throw line in the second quarter of play, excuse me. And then Oscar Benson had a bucket back in the first quarter, and that wraps up your individual scoring for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. For the Larimore Polar Bears, you have, let's see here, Luke Tupa leading the way with 13 points. He scored 10 of those 13 in the first quarter of play. He was 2 of 2 in the first quarter and 1 of 2 in the second quarter. He is 3 of 4 overall from the free throw line. Matter of fact, Luke Tupa accounts for all of the free throw attempts for the Larimore Polar Bears through the first half of play. Once again, he leads the way with 13 points. And then you have Ryan Slatton with 6 points, including a triple in the first quarter and a triple in the second quarter. 5 points for Logan Wakefield, including a triple in the first quarter and a bucket in the second. And then Ethan Moore put another bucket in the second quarter of play. And that wraps up your individual scoring for the Larimore Polar Bears. That will we'll take one more break and be back with your second half here in about 30 seconds on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, welcome back as we get ready to start the third quarter of play here from the Hillsboro Event Center in Hillsboro, North Dakota. I want to say thanks to Dave Nelson for allowing us to set up here. There's a 3 out of the hands of Patrick Limke. He had 12 in the first quarter. He has 3 now. Starting out the second half the same way he started out the first half with a 3-pointer. And that's 48-26, 7.5 to go. Polar Bears working it in down low. Can't get that one to drop in. Limke, high pass, far corner. Nearly stepped out of bounds, took a couple steps in. Another offensive rebound, this one from Carson Henningsgaard. And he gets the bucket, and that's 2 more for the Burros, 50-26. 7:10 and counting to go here. Polar Bears look inside for Tupa. Tupa, 1 dribble, turn around, shot up, won't go. Rebound, Jacob Heinitz. Heinitz will bring it back the other way. Over the timeline, into the hands of Henningsgaard. Henningsgaard, 1 dribble, puts it into the corner. That is Limke. Limke back to Henningsgaard on the near wing. 5:50 to go, 22 on the shot clock. Limke at the top, runs into a double team, will push it back into the hands of Landon Reed. Now back to Limke inside, and he got it to drop. Limke with 5 points here in the second half, 17 overall. Back the other way quickly is Ethan Moore. He'll find Tupa down below. I believe that was Tupa. It was. And Tupa with that bucket has 15. He'll go to the free throw line and try and make it 16. I'll stop the clock with 6:29 to go here in the third quarter of play. 52-28. Tupa, 3 for 4 from the free throw line, make it 4-5. 52-29 as a result of that free throw by Tupa. Back the other way now come the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. Nearly taken away, but able to maintain control of it is Doden. And Doden will find, I believe that was Heinitz down low. And it was. He has 7 now. 54-29. Henningsgaard wide open for 3, but that one's a little bit too strong. And the rebound is tipped into the hands there of Ethan Moore. That'll go into the books as a defensive rebound. We'll say that's unofficial. I don't think I've ever seen a rebound like that. Far corner, that's Sletton for 3. It won't go. Rebound comes down to Heinitz. Heinitz will come back the other way and then put it into the hands there. Can't see it. Oh, it's still Heinitz. Thought he got rid of the ball, but I guess he didn't. Free throw line jumper up. Free throw line jumper in. Travis Doden has 5 points now. 56-29, 5:27 to go. Loose ball is picked up there by Henningsgaard. Nice feed down low, but to Landon Reed, who runs into a double team. Wide open for the 2, and he gets it to drop in. Circles around and finally flushes through the net. That's 2 more for the Burros. 58-29, 5:05 and counting to go here, 3rd quarter. Another rebound there by Limke. That's his 5th defensive board. He has 7 rebounds overall. Limke to Heinitz. Heinitz on the far wing. Backs up, back to Limke. Now Henningsgaard as he tries to cut through the lane. Outlet pass into the corner there for Heinitz. Back over to Henningsgaard, wide open for 3. Got it and 1! Wow! Chance for the 4-point play here for Carson Henningsgaard, the 6'2" junior guard. And we have a timeout from Larimore. They want to talk it over. We'll let them back in 30 seconds here on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
(61-29) here between the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros and the Larimore Polar Bears. Right before the break, Henningsgaard got a pass in the corner, put it off for 3. He was fouled and buried it. He's going to step up to the free throw line now to try and make the 4-point play. He's 0 for 1 from the line. He took the first free throw attempt for the Burros of the game and missed it. We'll see if the rust has come off since then. 61-29, make it 62-29 with 4:39 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play from the Hillsboro Event Center in Hillsboro, North Dakota. On the near wing there and went out of bounds, back to Hillsboro Central Valley. Okay, I wasn't 100% sure on that one. I had to wait for the official signal. And that will indeed be the case. 4:31 and counting now, 3rd quarter of play, 62-29. Henningsgaard on the blue burro on the far side. Now dribbles in, gets it back out top for a 3. Nearly got fouled on that one too, but able to avoid the contact and still bury the triple. He has 4 3-pointers in this game so far. 65-29, the Burros will get it back. Heinitz gets credit for the steal. Another turnover here for the Polar Bears. Once again, we'll be at Fargo North High School on Thursday. Spartans will host the Wahpeton Huskies. We'll have that game for you here, the 7:30 p.m. tip-off on the ND Sports Channel. Here's Henningsgaard, kicks it out. Heinitz maybe for a split second thought about the three and then drives into the lane, trying to get it over the linebacker Tupa, and that's not going to be an easy task as proven right there. Misses on the bucket, and back the other way come the Polar Bears. Nice passing there inside the lane, can't get it to drop. It was Jacob Schemp, and that's just some unlucky bounces there off the rim for the Polar Bears here. That shot should have gone in. Like that one wasn't supposed to go in, probably. Patrick Limke with the bucket. 67-29. And another loose ball stripped away, and another turnover here for the Polar Bears. Bringing it over the timeline is Heinitz. Heinitz picks up his dribble, feeds it into the hands of Limke. Limke driving into the lane, and hitting the floor hard there was Ryan Sletton, but he's going to get called for the foul, I believe. Though from my vantage point, it kind of looked like a clean block. And as a matter of fact, Sletton probably did get the clean block because they charged the foul to Jacob Schemp. He throws up and in. Limke with his first free throw of the game makes it 68-29. Once again, a running clock will go into effect here at the start of the fourth quarter if the Burros can maintain the 30-point lead they have right now. Actually, I checked that. I was off by 10. It's a 40-point lead. So there will indeed be a running clock unless the Polar Bears can come back and cut this thing to less than 30 by the start of the fourth quarter. Clock will continue to start and stop for the remainder of the third quarter here. 2:50 and counting to go now. Trying to make a move into the lane, and it's got Billy a reach-in foul, I believe. Yep, it will be, and it's possibly on Colton Anderson. Nope, check that. Limke. It was somebody with a 1 on their jersey. Let's put it that way. Nice feed in there, and now that bucket drops in. Schemp with his first bucket of the game, or first successful bucket, I should say. 69-31. On the near wing here is Landon Reed. Reed, 2 passes later into the hands of Anirudh. Anirudh fakes right, goes left, finds his way, and I heard the slap up here, and it wasn't called. Going to the books as a block and an unofficial foul there. I heard the slap way up here, and it was not called. We'll let that one go. With the ball right now is Sletton. That shot up no good. Loose ball rebound comes down to the hands of Bailey Cole, a 5'10.5" senior forward. Free throw line jumper will rattle in, and the rebound comes down to the hands of Colton Anderson. Anderson will bring it up over the timeline over to Henningsgaard. And that one nearly came in. Bailey Cole will come down with a defensive rebound. Minute 41 and counting to go here in the third quarter as we see some new faces out on the floor for both of these teams now. As Schemp being guarded by Benson. Loose ball and coming away with it was Anderson, who hands it off to Benson. Another turnover here for the Polar Bears. That's 15 now according to my accounts. There's Henningsgaard driving down there. 71-31, a 40-point lead here for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. And there's an interception, a steal, and missed the layup. Maybe tried a little bit too much fancy footwork there, and as a result, he wasn't paying attention to where the basket was at, and he threw it right underneath the rim instead of over the top. Another turnover here. 2-on-2, back the other way. Henningsgaard tried the reverse layup. That one won't go in. Loose ball, and somebody down there picked it up, and that will be a foul on Ryan Sletton. It was Connor Anirudh who picked up the loose ball, and then he got fouled, and now he'll step up to the free throw line with his team leading by 40 with a little over 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter of play. That one will drop in. Anirudh 1 for 1 now. The Burros are 100% from the line here in the third quarter. 4 for 4 to be exact. 72-31. Shot is up, free throw is up, I should say. In and out won't go, and as soon as I say that they're 100%, they go and cause that percentage to go down. We'll put it that way. 40 seconds to go. They always say that you should watch what you say so you don't jinx a team, but in all honesty, I'm not sure if a jinx is going to help matters one way or the other for either team. So 35 seconds to go here, 72-31, third quarter of play. Just to clarify that there. Bounce pass outside, Sletton for three. That one in and out. Like I was going to say earlier, if I have time to say it here, the Burros take it down the floor pretty quick. Henningsgaard to the hoop, can't get it to go. Bailey Cole with another rebound. There's been about 10 or 15 shots that just should have fallen for the Polar Bears, and it's just unlucky bounces. It just won't drop in, and you know, put those 15 on the board here, and this is probably a 10-5 point game. Bailey Cole gets a bucket, 72-33, and that's the end of the third quarter of play. We'll take a short timeout. We'll be back with quarter number 4 and a running clock right after this here on the ND Sports Channel. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter, search @NDScores to get the same scores on your mobile device every night. All right, welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter, right as we came out of the break. The PA announcer said that the running clock was in effect. So that'll stop for injuries, timeouts, and free throws. Every other instance in the game where the clock would stop, the clock will continue to run. 72-35, 7:28 counting, make it 74. Oscar Benson gets the bucket. He has 4 now in the game. He got his first bucket back in the first quarter, and now he scored here in the fourth quarter. 74-35, running clock with 7:12 and counting to go. It stops for free throws, injuries, and timeouts. That one is another example of one that should have dropped and didn't. And not the other way now comes though. That's been the story for the Polar Bears here pretty much all night. That's Anerud. Fakes the three, he comes in for the high percentage shot from the high post and still can't get it to drop. 6:45 and counting to go here in the ball game. Bailey Cole underneath with the offensive rebound, tries the hook shot and got it. Nice job there by the 5', 10.5-inch senior forward, Bailey Cole. Colton Anderson, a 6'5 seniors into the matchup for the girls. And Henningsgaard is going to go to the bench, and that will, if that is the last we see of him, which it more than likely will be, he will end the night with 22 points. Patrick Lemke right behind him with 20. I don't see him out on the floor. I'm guessing his night is done as well. Bailey Cole with the ball right now, puts into the hands there is Jordan Swanson. Swanson, a 5'11 senior. Swanson will get it back, top of the key, try to drive into the lane, now catch and shoot. 3 is up, and that one will not go in. Out of the hands there, Ryan Sledden, and it looked like it was gonna go in, but then it bounced off, and Sam Preston pulls down a rebound. And he comes back after getting the rebound, puts in the bucket to make it 76-37. Preston with 8 points now, a bucket shy of double digits. Rex Rederman, a 6'3" junior, had the ball momentarily. Now the corner baseline jumper's up. That one won't go. Rebound comes down to the Hillsboro Central Valley Girls. Colton Anderson, that's his second defensive rebound, 2 in the game. I think they both came in this quarter too, and he stepped on the line. That'd be out of bounds. And turnover. Actually, according to my numbers here, they only have 11 turnovers in the game, which is a very good number to have. 20 to 11 in turnover category is concerned. Down low there, that is Tupa, and I thought maybe he traveled, but the foul must have came first. Joseph Camru, the guilty party there. We're at number 55 for the Burros. Pass near side for Sletton. Sletton's going to drive baseline, tried to make a move to the hoop, and well, that was a good decision. He'll draw contact, and that will, it's supposed to stop for free throws, according to the official rule, but okay, and now it did, okay. So it did stop with 4:05 to go. Two for 2 on that trip. He's 2 for 2 in the game. 4 minutes to go here. 76-39 in favor of the Burros. Corner 3 won't go. Bailey Cole pulls down his 4th defensive rebound. He has 5 total, including an offensive board, which resulted in a bucket. Sletton up top, feeds it over far side. Now they look for Tupa at the high post. High post back over to Sletton, catch and shoot 3. That won't go in, and it'll look good, but it didn't drop. And said that a couple times now, and that's been the story of the night here for the Polar Bears. Clock continues to run, 3:22 to go here, and as soon as Camru gets officially set at the line, they will stop the clock. In theory, at 3:13, they do, yes. And he will miss that one off the front side of the rim and then off to the right. And he got the second. So as soon as the inbounds pass occurs, the running clock will go back into effect. Once again, stops for free throws, timeouts, and injuries. And that is the only 3 instances where the clock will stop here in the 4th quarter of play. Bounce pass, Tupa, high post. Now Bailey Cole. Cole one dribble. Puts it up through 2 defenders and gets it to drop in. And you have to wonder with the luck that they've had in this game with baskets that should have gone in that didn't. Bailey Cole's getting them to drop in when they shouldn't. And back the other way. They answer with 2 of their own, 79-41. Camrud with 3 points now. Tupa with the basketball, trying to get around Camrud. Reverse layup off the glass and in. Nice job there by Luke Tupa. Tupa with 18 points with that last bucket now. 3-pointer up, in and out, won't go. Loose ball rebound, tipped around, ends up in the hands of the Burros, and then a foul. I believe it was going to go on Bailey Cole. Right now it's Ezra Longthorne, a 6'1" junior guard forward, wearing jersey number 33 there for the Burros. He's into the lineup. As is Micah Gallagher, number 15, a 5'9" junior guard. Minute 37 to go, 79-43. Burros will improve to 6-1. The Polar Bears will fall to 6-2 here, losing 2 straight after starting the season 6-0. That was a nice move by Tupa. That puts him into the 20-point club. 79:45 of the minute, 17 and counting to go here in the basketball game. Wide open for three, and he will take it. And that one will not go in. Rebound comes down to the hands of Rex Ritterman. Tupa with the basketball. Cross-court pass near wing into the hands of Alan Farrell, number 44. Tupa buckets up and in, and it's too bad those didn't go in a little bit earlier in the game here. It's 79-47. Nice feed, pass across the lane, but unable to maintain control of it. Bailey Cole get credit for the steal. 24 seconds to go, 79-47. And that pass is intercepted, and that's another turnover. Four seconds to go. They'll probably just dribble out the clock here, and that will be your final score. 79-47 is your final score. Hillsboro Central Valley Burros pick up the victory, and they will improve to 6-2 on the year, while Larimore will fall to 6-2 on the year. We will add up some numbers here, take a timeout, come back with your post-game show, which is coming up next here after this timeout on the ND Sports Channel. Once again, your final score: Hillsboro Central Valley Burros 79, the Larimore Polar Bears 47. Back in a few minutes here with your post-game show here on the ND Sports Channel. Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
The ND Sports Channel is a proud supporter and broadcast partner with North Dakota Softball All-Stars. The games and skills competition for the 3rd annual Shields ND Softball All-Stars Series are scheduled for June 3rd and 4th, 2019, and it'll all be live on the ND Sports Channel. Let's team up and help ND Softball All-Stars make the program the best it can be for the final high school softball game for the top seniors in the state of North Dakota. Send your donations to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109, or you can also donate on the ND Softball All-Stars Facebook page. For more information on ND Softball All-Stars, check out the website ndsoftballallstars.com. Let's team up to support a great program for a great sport in the great state of North Dakota. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter. Search at ND Scores to get the same scores on your mobile device every night. In our first year on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you 282 games, and 247 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 247 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage had it not been for our sponsors supporting high school sports on the ND Sports Channel. If you are interested in joining our varsity sponsor team, please contact us by email or by phone. Our email is ndsportschannel@gmail.com, and our phone number is 404-9072. With your support, we can do even more high school sports in the future. Plus, you'll be putting your products and business in front of an average of 222 viewers and listeners per game. Let's team up. The ND Sports Channel is a proud supporter and broadcast partner with North Dakota Softball All-Stars. The games and skills competition for the 3rd annual Shields ND Softball All-Stars Series are scheduled for June 3rd and 4th, 2019, and it'll all be live on the ND Sports Channel. Let's team up and help ND Softball All-Stars make the program the best it can be for the final high school softball game for the top seniors in the state of North Dakota. Send your donations to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109, or you can also donate on the ND Softball All-Stars Facebook page. For more information on ND Softball All-Stars, check out the website, ndsoftballallstars.com. Let's team up to support a great program for a great sport in the great state of North Dakota.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
In our first year on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you 282 games, and 247 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 247 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage had it not been for our sponsors supporting high school sports on the ND Sports Channel. If you are interested in joining our varsity sponsor team, please contact us by email or by phone. Our email is ndsportschannel@gmail.com, and our phone number is 404-9072. With your support, we can do even more high school sports in the future. Plus, you'll be putting your products and business in front of an average of 222 viewers and listeners per game. Let's team up. All right, welcome back here. Post-game show here from the Hillsboro Event Center in Hillsboro, North Dakota, as the Burros take care of business against the Larimore Polar Bears with a final score of 79-47. Let's go ahead and take a look at these two teams side by side, including tonight's matchup. The Polar Bears now fall to 6-2 and 2-1 against Region 2 opponents. They're 1-0 at home, 2-1 on the road, 3-1 on neutral courts, and they have now extended their losing streak to 2 in a row. They've now allowed their opponents to outscore them by 10, by 47-467, which drops their average from 60 points a game to 58 points a game. But their average allowed stays, I think it actually went up one. I can't remember if it was at 58 or 57 in the pregame show, but what we can say for sure is that's an average of 59 points per game. For the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, they improved to 6-1 on the year. And they are 3-1 against Region 2 opponents. They are 3-1 at home, 3-0 on the road. They have not played any neutral court games this year yet. And they've now won 1 in a row. They're have outscored their opponents this year, including this game, 429-313, which ups their average by 2, from 59 to 61 points a game. And their average allowed stays exactly the same at 44 points per game on average, even though they gave up 47 in this particular contest with the Larimore Polar Bears. So coming up next for these two teams here, well, for the Polar Bears, after tonight's defeat, they'll head over to Hatton Northwood to take on the Thunder on, let's see here, let me make that a little bit bigger here so I can actually see it. There we go. And that's on January 11th. So now that I can see the dates. And I don't know why these keep popping up. We've had the trouble the most recent game we did as well. But, okay, we got it fixed now. So, okay, so the Polar Bears will have Hatton Northwood Thunder on the 11th, Grafton Spoilers on the 17th. Then they'll have another tough matchup against the currently undefeated Thompson Tommies on the 21st. We'll see if they're still undefeated. I know they played Northern Cass tonight. I did not hear a final score from that game at this point in time. And then they'll hit the road to take on the North Border Eagles and Mayport CG, and then come back home to see the Thunder once again to kick off the month of February. And then they'll see Griggs County Central, I believe they're the Cougars, if I'm not mistaken, Lakota, and then Finley Sharon Hope Page on the 12th of February, Cavalier Tornadoes on the 14th, and they'll wrap up the regular season at home against the Park River Fortville Lincoln Aggies. Majority of those games, matter of fact, all those games set for a 7:30 p.m. tip-off. Of course, schedule always subject to change, of course. For the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, after tonight, they will have a rematch of the state championship game from 2 years ago, where Kyle Henningsgaard hit the game-winning three from the corner to give the Burros the state championship. Of course, last year it was Carson Henningsgaard hitting that game-winning three from the corner against Minot Bishop Bryan. So they'll have the Four Winds Minnewacan Indians on January 11th right here in Hillsboro before they hit the road to take on Griggs County Central, come back home on the 17th against the Cavalier Tornadoes. Then they'll head about 20 or so miles south of Hillsboro to take on the Northern Cass Jaguars at the Palace on the Prairie in Hunter, and then they'll have the Midway Minto Mustangs, and then the back-to-back home games against Central Cass Squirrels and the Ada Borup, Cougars. And then to kick off February, they'll have a two-game road trip against Park River Fortville Lincoln and Grafton, and then they'll come back home on February 9th for back-to-back home games against Drayton Valley Edinburgh and Mayport CG. Follow that one up by heading about 30 miles or so north to the Thompson Tommies on February 12th, and then they'll have the North Border Eagles here at home. That's a game that I believe we have on the ND Sports Channel, but I have to double check my schedule. I don't have that available that far in the future here at the game, but we do have it on our website if you want to go check that one out. And then February 22nd, we'll wrap up the regular season for the Burros against Finley Sharon Hope Page. And, you know, it just clicked. It's not Hillsboro that's playing North Border. We'll have the Thompson game versus North Border, and I believe that's on January 17th in about 9 days from now, actually. So we will see North Border this year. It just won't be against Hillsboro. It'll be against the Thompson Tommies coming up in a little over a week from now here on the ND Sports Channel. So once again, most, if not all but one, except for that Ada Borup Cougars game set for a 4:30 p.m. tip-off. The rest of them currently scheduled for a 7:30 p.m. tip-off. We'll take one more timeout. We'll come back, select a player of the game, and then wrap things up here on our post-game show. Once again, your final score, 79-47. Hillsboro Central Valley Burros defeat the Larimore Polar Bears. The conclusion of your post-game show is next after this 2-minute timeout here on the ND Sports Channel. ND Sports Channel is a proud supporter and broadcast partner with North Dakota Softball All-Stars. The games and skills competition for the 3rd annual Shields ND Softball All-Stars Series are scheduled for June 3rd and 4th, 2019, and it'll all be live on the ND Sports Channel. Let's team up and help ND Softball All-Stars make the program the best it can be for the final high school softball game for the top seniors in the state of North Dakota. Send your donations to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109, or you can also donate on the ND Softball All-Stars Facebook page. For more information on ND Softball All-Stars, check out the website, ndsoftballallstars.com. Let's team up to support a great program for a great sport in the great state of North Dakota.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
In our first year on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you 282 games, and 247 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 247 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage had it not been for our sponsors supporting high school sports on the ND Sports Channel. If you are interested in joining our varsity sponsor team, please contact us by email or by phone. Our email is ndsportschannel@gmail.com, and our phone number is 404-9072. With your support, we can do even more high school sports in the future. Plus, you'll be putting your products and business in front of an average of 222 viewers and listeners per game. Let's team up. All right, they're starting to dim the lights here at the Hillsboro Event Center, and that means, well, we need to wrap things up a little bit quicker than expected. No, not really. They like us here, so they'll let us stay here. But let's go over the individual scoring here and the team numbers really quick. Let's see here. We'll just start at the top and go to the bottom in no particular order here. Jacob Heinitz, 7 points, including no trips to the free throw line. Patrick Limke with 20. Carson Henningsgaard with 22. Connor Anerud with 1. Oscar Benson with 4. Travis Doden with 7. Landon Reed with 9. Sam Preston with 8. Joseph Camrud with 3. The Hillsboro Central Valley Burros were 9 of 15 in the game, or 60% from the free throw line, and had a total of 37 rebounds, 14 on the offensive glass, 23 on the defensive glass. For the Larimore Polar Bears, they ended the night with 47 points, 22 of them from Luke Tupa. And then you got Bailey Cole with 6, Logan Wakefield with 5, Ethan Moore with 2, Ryan Sletton with 8, and Jacob Schemp with 2. And I want to say thank you to the parent or the fan who sent in the text message here. Jamie Clavey is how I was supposed to be saying that during the game. And I know I missed that for the first 2.5 quarters, if not more than that. So certainly apologize, but certainly am thankful. And we'll get it right the next game, I promise you. So let's see here. 33 rebounds total, split up into 12 on the offensive, 21 on the defensive for the Polar Bears, who were 6 of 7 from the free throw line, or 85% overall in the game. They went 2 of 2 in the fourth quarter, 1 of 1 in the third quarter, 1 of 2 in the second quarter, and 2 of 2 in the first quarter. So if it was not for that second quarter miss, they would have been 100% from the free throw line, but instead that one miss drops them down to 85%. Let's see, individual scoring. Did I go over that already? Yes, I did. But we'll go over it one more time just in case. Luke Tupa with 22 points. Bailey Cole with 6. Logan Wakefield with 5. Ethan Moore with 2. Ryan Sletton with 8. And Jacob Schemp with 2. That wraps up your individual and team numbers here. Time now to select a player of the game here on the ND Sports Channel, and let's see if I can find that. There it is, and well, our player of the game is going to be the junior, Carson Henningsgaard. He had a good night tonight. It was kind of an honorable mention there for Patrick Lemke, too, as he started things off quick, but Henningsgaard picked up where Lemke left off, and he ended the night with a total of, whoops, wrong button there, 22 points, including 4 3-pointers, so 12 of his 22 points from behind the three-point arc, including the one from the far corner where he got fouled in the act of shooting and buried the triple, swish, nothing but net anyway. He converted on that particular 4-point play opportunity, and he would go 2 of 3, or 67% from the free throw line. He had no fouls tonight, had him down unofficially for 7 rebounds, 4 on the offensive glass and 3 on the defensive glass. That wraps things up here from the Event Center in Hillsboro. Hope you had a great opportunity. Don't forget, this game will be available for a 24/7 replay on our website within 24 hours of the conclusion of our broadcast. Usually it's a lot sooner than that, like 1 to 2 hours, but we always say 24 to be on the safe side. So if any of your friends didn't get a chance to catch the game, you don't want to give away the final score, they want to watch it, it'll be on our website ASAP, and they can do just that. Thanks so much for watching. Mike Mason, Janice on camera, tearing down some of the equipment right now. I want to thank her for all her efforts. Always does a fantastic job. And for all of our viewers from Larimore who couldn't make it to Hillsboro tonight, and for all the viewers from Hillsboro who weren't able to make it to the gym tonight, thanks so much for tuning in. Once again, Carson Henningsgaard, your player of the game for the Burros, as the Burros defeat the Polar Bears 79-47, your final score here on the ND Sports Channel. We'll talk to you on Thursday from the Spartan Dome in North Fargo, as the Spartans will host the Wahpeton Huskies at 7:30 right here on the ND Sports Channel. Until then, have a great rest of the evening.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the ND Sports Channel. Did you miss any of the game? Check out Game Rewind on our website at ndsportschannel.com.